Welcome to the Council of Bros podcast. I'm going to start out today's podcast with a joke. Oh my god, that was a joke enough, I think that's good. Oh my god. Alright, so I'm going to start out with a joke. So Hillary Clinton, a Boy Scout, Barack Obama, and this preacher are all in this airplane, right? And the airplane starts going down, it's going down fast, like one of the engines blew up and it's crashing, man. And they go, and the four of them get together and they look at the parachutes, right? And there are only 3 parachutes. So Barack Obama picks up a parachute and says, "I'm the president, I gotta go," and he straps on the parachute and he jumps out of the plane. Now, Hillary Clinton also takes a gander at the parachutes and says, "I'm the smartest lady in the world, I gotta go," and she straps on that parachute and jumps out of the plane. All that's left is the preacher and the Boy Scout, and the preacher looks at the Boy Scout and he says, "Son, I'm a man of God, and I have lived a very long life, and when I die I know I'll be with him. So I'm going to give you the parachute so that you can live on in the place of me in which I can't live on." And the Boy Scout goes, "Boy, what are you talking about, man? We can both make it out of this." And the preacher's like, "What do you mean? Both parachutes are gone." The Boy Scout goes, "No, you couldn't be more mistaken. The smart lady took my backpack." This is the Council of Bros podcast. I'm Noah. Who are you guys? And why are you in my basement?
Well, I'm Trevor, and I'm always here, unlike a certain someone who's to my left.
I'm Wesley. I'm Wesley.
And who's our bearded friend over here?
I wouldn't call it a beard. I call it more of like a mid-stubble. I'm Sam.
Okay, so I want to start out with the podcast with, to anyone who's ever seen the movie Dragon Ball Evolution, it was really, really bad movie by M. Night Shyamalan, and it doesn't represent the anime at all. And the writer of the movie actually released an apology letter that I think's really, really funny, and I want to read it to you guys. "I knew that it would eventually come down to this one day. Dragon Ball Evolution marked a very painful creative point in my life. To have something with my name on it, as the writer, to be so globally reviled is gut-wrenching. To receive hate mail from all over the world is heartbreaking. I spent so many years trying to deflect the blame, but at the end of the day it all comes down to the written word on the page, and I take full responsibility for what was such a disappointment to so many fans. I did the best I could, but at the end of the day, I dropped the Dragon Ball." Actual quote by the dude who was a writer for the Dragon Ball Evolution movie.
I saw like bits and pieces of it. It's terrible.
It looks bad. Like, even the editing's really, really bad.
It's not as bad as that movie we're watching in Spanish, dude.
Not as bad as my
That looks like
editing.
it's filmed on an iPhone.
What movie are you guys watching in Spanish?
It's called Sweet 15, and it's...
We had to watch that last year. You go and tell what it's about.
Okay, it's about this whole family of people, and like... The parents are illegal immigrants, but the kids don't know that. And then all this time, this is when like amnesty was coming through and all that, and everybody was getting deported because they were illegal immigrants. And these kids all thought they were just regular old American citizens. And this girl wants to have her quince, which is like the 15th birthday party of a Mexican lady, whenever she's just like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa." And that's exactly how it sounds though. And then the only thing that I can really remember from this movie is watching the worst 5 minutes of it and like being terrified afterward, which is where she goes to her friend's quince and her dad starts dancing with her, and for 5 minutes straight she just keeps looking over her dad's shoulder at this dude with a mullet, and then the camera switches back and forth between the two, and it goes on way longer than it should, and it makes my eyes
Okay, here's a spoiler alert for anyone who cared about that stupid movie, so this is your spoiler. Just skipped ahead like 20 seconds. But there's this dude in the movie, and like, his gimmick is like he's like this tough guy, and he's like the handsome love interest. And later on you find out he can't read.
I can't even read the words on that milk carton. How'd you know it was milk, Tony?
So he's like sitting there and he's like doing like these little like first grade like workbooks while like she's trying to help her parents not get deported. It's
Hilarious, dude.
It's a really, really dumb, stupid movie.
He's so colorful.
Speaking of school, man, Wesley's a troublemaker.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, he gets in trouble for the dumbest stuff.
I get in trouble for the dumbest stuff in choir,
No,
but
you don't know. You don't even...
is there a story about Wesley that we can tell?
There's so many!
Yeah. This is a story where in 7th grade, when,
Is this the one with Jordan?
yes. Okay, so we were in one of our history teacher's class, and Jordan, I had a fight around my neck at the time, and Jordan ripped it off my neck and started hitting me with it. And so,
dude, I know they're like a necklace and they have like the little plastic tip on it. Okay, cool.
So I steal it from him, and right when Mrs. our history teacher walks in the room, I smack it across his back, and of course she sees
Jordan
it.
has been doing that all day. Like, he's been hitting Wesley in the legs and groins, like, all day long. And the first time that Wesley snaps and hits him back with it, she walks in and is like, "That's a B-buck, Wesley. Bring your agenda up here." And he got in trouble for it, and Jordan hadn't got in trouble all day long. And he just sat back down and he was like, "I'm gonna go home and drink some bleach."
My first B-buck taken that year, I was so mad.
What's a B-buck?
Oh,
It's like-
man.
It's like reminiscing. Oh, back in like 1984.
Miss Cooper.
What's
you
a
have
B-buck?
Okay. It's like you got...
Basically, it's brownie bucks.
Yeah, the exact same thing. You got them taken away for doing bad stuff and all that. And like...
I'm a good noodle.
You, at the end of the school year, you would have like a B-buck sale or whatever, and you had all your B-bucks like stamped that weren't taken away and in a sheet somewhere. Or in your folder somewhere, and like you would spend them all on like stuff that you could buy.
So,
I
like-
ended up having like 10 at the end of the year when you should have had like 10,000.
So you had like a certain number of... What did you do when you lost all your B-bucks?
You just
Just
didn't have any B-bucks.
You just like, just
boned.
quit giving a shit and then just like keep on being terrible?
Yeah.
Alright. Trouble that would have your B-bucks taken away is like, oh, you didn't turn your homework in? B-buck.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh,
Like,
you don't want to participate in class today? B-buck. However, if you punch a kid in the face, I'm pretty sure you had a B-buck taken away and you were sent to ISS.
But
I
that,
got an ISS in like 3rd grade.
dude, I got an ISS a lot, actually.
Dude, listen. I was in line for the stall, and this kid comes up and pushes me out of the way and says, "I'm going next." So I beat him to death. But I beat him to the point where he couldn't lift his arms.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
You beat the crap out of some kid in 3rd grade because you had to pee.
I had to pee so bad. Dude. I've been waiting all of gym class so I could go pee. Because, like, you're supposed to go before class starts and you get in trouble. B-buck taken away if you don't go before class and you have to go in the middle of it. So I was just like, I sprinted to the bathroom as fast as my fat little legs could carry. Actually, no, I was skinny back in 3rd grade. But I ran in there and I was waiting because some kid was in there. And this kid walks in front of me. And I was like, "Dude, I'm about to pee myself. You need to get out of the way." He goes, "I'm going next." And I was just like, "Brrrr!" I started like retard strength swinging on him. And then I got ISS for like 4 days, I think.
Dude, I got ISS one time because there was this ginger kid named Bronson, right? And well, friggin', like, he was my best friend for a really long time. And then, like, one day, he would just kept hitting me. He'd, like, punch me, and he'd, like, kick my legs. And this was, like, during recess. And I went up to the teachers, like, 4 times. And I was like, "Bro, Bronson's fucking destroying me over here."
He said, "Bronson's fucking destroying me."
But, like, and, like, they're all like, "Just tell us if he does it again!" And I'm like, "Okay, fine, whatever." And I go off, and, like, Bronson comes up from behind a tree, and he's like... And I'm like, "Oh, shit." And he comes after me, he's, like, beating my ass. And I'm like... And I, like, run over to the teacher, I'm like, "Miss Stein! Bronson's beating my ass!" And she's like, "Bronson, you need to stop doing it." And he's like, I hadn't hit him back...
He hadn't hit him back yet.
I hadn't hit him back one time. Shut up, Leslie. I had not hit him back one time yet.
What kind of name is Bronson?
I don't know, that was his name. But he hit me one more time. I'm like, I am sick of this shit. So I tripped the motherfucker and I bit his leg as hard as I could. And I bit him and he got up. He was crying, and he went straight to the teacher. He's like, "Sam bit me." I'm like, "Yo, you little fucker!" And he's like, and like Miss Styles like, "Sam, you bit him." I'm like, "Well, he was beating my ass, and he didn't do nothing about it."
Bronson's like, the joke said you have hepatitis.
No blood was drawn, but I got like 4 days of ISS, and he didn't get shit.
Biting somebody?
Yeah, some kid was beating my ass.
I almost got ISS once for not telling the teacher a kid was having a seizure.
Was this trailer trash?
Yes.
Oh, dude,
So he lived next to him. So this kid,
they
I was just-
manufactured heroin. I'm 100% on it.
so I was coming back from using the restroom, and he was coming with me, and so we're just like walking in the hall, and this kid just starts spazzing out and like you know going crazy. And I didn't know what to do, so I just kind of sat there and watched him, and then eventually a teacher came out and just like was like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "I don't know. He's just, you know, flopping around on the floor." And
This
like,
kid's pretending to be a fish.
and like an
magical.
No, he just falls over the ground. He's like, "Oh, a fish! No, a walrus!" Man, I fucking hate charades.
Dude, you're so good at doing the worm.
5 words. 6 words. How many words, dude? It's like furiously shaking. Dude, one time Joey said my friend Joey, our friend Joey.
I've got a rad ISS story after this.
Was sitting next to him in the middle of class, and he said he like fell over and started drooling, and Joey pushed him. It was hilarious, dude.
That's what basically the teacher just said. Well, you might get ISS for not telling anybody. I was like, well,
What was
he
I
just
supposed to
fell to the ground and started flopping around. I didn't know what to do.
Hold his head still. I actually don't know what to do if someone's having a seizure.
Put something in their mouth.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, so they don't like bite through their tongue or whatever.
I don't know. I just heard put the finger in their mouth.
Dude, I got a rad ISS story.
All right.
This is legendary. So there was like this one girl who I was in like 6th grade, and this one girl was like, there was my friend Destiny, and Destiny was like super hot. She was my super hot friend in 7th grade or 6th grade that would only ever be my friend, and it was great. We always used to hang out. Well, one day, Destiny was going like, "Oh, you want to date this one chick?" And this chick was like ugly, but even like she had like hairy armpits. It was gross. She was
7th grade.
in 7th grade. It was or 6th grade. She was gross. I'm sorry. She looked like Congrall. It was horrible. But she was like the super gross girl, and this girl Destiny kept going, "Ooh, you want to date her? Ooh, you want to like be in a relationship with her?" And I got mad, so I reared my foot back and I kicked her in the shin, and she goes, "Oh!" and runs up to me and knees me so hard in the nuts. I fall to the ground and just start sobbing. And I was in like gym class, and I'm like laying on the ground crying. And everyone in gym class, we were playing kickball. They all like surround me in a circle and just look at me as I'm laying on the ground sobbing. And so what happens is the nurse comes in and like she like kind of helps me up when I limp into a wheelchair, and then I got to go home and sit on a bag of peas. And so, like, I got brought in, and they were like, "What happened?" I'm like, "She said I wanted to date an ugly girl. So I kicked her, and then she kneed me in the nuts." And they're like, "Well, you both get 2 days of in-school suspension." And, like, we missed out on a class trip or whatever, but that's... story of how I got, like, kicked in the nads, and then...
I got kicked in the balls going up the stairs one time, and I rolled all the way down.
How many did you take with you?
If I had a nickel for every time I got punched in the nuts.
Dude, did you ever play ball tag at your school?
No, stupidest thing ever.
That is
Killed
dumb.
someone. If somebody ball tagged me, they were getting like everywhere tagged.
You don't understand, people were doing that in my school. It was awful. Some kid, like, I remember one day, it was like the last day of school, and there was this one kid named Jed, and he was, we were just hanging out in the gym or whatever, and we were at track practice, and we were in the gym because it was indoor track practice, and this kid Jed opens the door, runs in, and punches some dude in the nuts that goes ball tag and runs out of the gym.
Dude, okay, one time on my bus, there's this really tiny kid on there, and I'm not even going to say his name because it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. But this was last year. No, but he's pretty stupid too. Anyways, I walk on the bus one morning. Or no. We were going home from school. I get on, I sit down, and someone reaches around, this small child. It's not a small child, he was in my grade, but he's like the tiniest kid in our grade. And he goes, boof, hammer fists me right in the nuts and says ball tag. And then he starts peeking over my seat and laughing at me. So I stood up and went, boof, and I punched him square in the face as hard as I could.
Really?
Yeah, his nose was broken. Broken.
Dude, you beat the crap out of a lot of kids.
No, I'm like one punch man.
One punch!
Except for that kid that got in front of you while you're trying to go pee.
Dude, I hit him in the arms so many times.
We were
Dude.
talking about.
I did fight a kid in Peebles one time in like 6th grade. And
You went to Peebles?
This was like a 50-50 even fight because I got jacked pretty good. But me and my cousin were shooting basketball outside this guy's house because he's kind of like our cousin, but he's like only related by marriage and he's a douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, we totally spanked him in MW2 before we walked over there to start shooting. So he was like really salty about it. And face reaction.
Sam was very upset with how badly the mic maxed out.
Well, anyways.
I saw the green bar turn red and Sam's face got really angry.
Anyways, this kid comes outside and shoves my cousin and pushes him to the ground. So I walked up to him, I stepped on his foot, and I shoved him as hard as I could, and he fell on his butt, and then he got up and like rocked me. So we just started duking it out, and I hit him in the eye, and he punched me in the stomach, and it hurt bad. Like, I wanted to throw up. He hit me like right in the solar plexus.
Oh my god.
And then I pushed him down, and I kicked him in the butt, like as hard as I could, and he couldn't like sit down comfortably for the past
Dude, I hate when you get kicked in the butt and it like hits like right on the hole and like you just feel like your whole like inside just rupture.
Right up Main Street.
Right up Main Street.
We were talking about this today when I had track practice and we went up to Western Brown High School to practice on the track and stuff, and it was like one of the last days, and all these 7th graders were being really annoying. So basically, I said I was gonna kill one, and
I think I know what you're
Wait, is that your
talking
story?
and yeah. So that we were just like they were being really annoying, and I tried to grab them, but they kept running away. And eventually,
about. Those are little vaginas.
this one kid came up to me and said something, and I jacked him right in the throat, and he started crying.
Who was it?
Chance.
Dude,
Chance who?
Yep, we'll tell you later.
There's one kid, Eric, punched me in the throat once and I thought I was gonna die. I've never been punched in the throat before until that point.
It hurts.
And you can't like breathe or talk.
One time I got hit right in the throat with a bamboo bowl.
What? I hit my,
it was bad.
I hit my dad in the back of the legs with a plastic wiffle ball bat that was like this big around one time, and I was like,
I hit Wesley in the butt with a plastic lightsaber today.
and you opened the skin on his finger up.
That was Sam.
That was
Sam.
They
I'm
were
sorry.
fighting, and he totally brutalized Wesley's hand, even though it's not that bad.
I don't think high schoolers were supposed to play lightsaber.
I'm sorry.
not
I'm not
be-
sorry.
Mom, I am totally of age.
Dude, how boring do you think like people are right now of just like listening to us talk about our stories about how people like we've kicked their butts or whatever stupid stuff that happened?
Oh, I've gotten my ass handed to me a fair share of times as well.
By who?
But that was family. So it was okay.
Oh.
Oh no.
Dude, I've got a story. There was this one kid, Jacob.
Not like that.
He had a weird uncle.
Oh, it was my family.
If you don't shut up, you're going with Grandpa.
Dude, this story-
And he's horny.
This story is great. So I used to hang out with my friend Jacob, and there was this one place, I forget what it was called, but it was like this ginormous like indoor trampoline place. It wasn't Sky Zone, but it was a different indoor trampoline
Laser
place.
Craze?
No, not that. What'd you say?
Zip City. Maybe.
It might have been that. They had like a bunch of ginormous jungle gyms in there.
No, I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, so we were at that place or whatever, and my friend Jacob had this friend named James, or his dad. His dad named James.
Friends named James, and it just so happened that James was his dad.
James was my friend, dude, and he was a big guy. He weighed like 320 pounds, but he could run like 5 miles. Like this dude's built.
Oh, okay.
But he was incredible. He was like a fetus. This guy was strong.
A fetus? He was a fetus?
He was a feat of strength, man. He looked like
a fetus strength.
this guy could bench like 1,000,000 pounds. And what he did was he used to wrestle with us. So our friend,
break your neck.
so our friend Ryan, who's a sophomore, you guys might know him, but our friend Ryan, Jacob, and me, we're all with James inside the trampoline, and James is gonna wrestle with us, right? And he gets in the trampoline, he's like, alright, if I make you tap, you gotta get out of the cage. And we went, alright, we can make James tap. And he gets in, and he stands in the center of the trampoline, he goes, I get on my knees. And he gets in on his knees, and the whole thing, like, sinks inward like a Sarlacc pit. And so, like, we're, like, young, we're, like, in, we must have been in, like, 5th grade. And we're, like, toppling ass over tea kettle when he sits down, because it, like, threw us towards him.
He just grabs you by the throat.
And he grabs this kid's Ryan's leg and pins him down and like takes his back legs and pulls him like behind his, not behind his head, but grabs his elastic shorts and like pulls him over his feet so he's trapped. And they puts him in a headlock and he says tap. And like meanwhile, like you would think Jake and I would come to his rescue, but we're just watching in horror.
Standing at the edge of the cage. No!
And Ryan goes, I tap, and he like kind of picks him up and like tosses him out of the trampoline. What? And I go, he like looks at me with a crazy eye, and I go, I tap, and I just got out.
I'm done. I don't have this anymore.
And then he goes up to my friend Jacob, and he has this move called the wedgie choke, where he'll wedgie you, and he'll pick you up, and he'll throw you down. So he threw him on the trampoline as hard as he could, and he bounced, and he goes, I tap. And it, like, the whole fight lasted like 2 minutes. It was, it was incredible.
Speaking of wrestling stories.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, I hear the story again about how you shot Jordan the nickel with or shot him in the knee with a nickel.
Jordan the nickel.
Oh, did you see me do that?
Yes.
You had okay, so what happened was we were all just fighting. Like we were just hormones were going. We were just trying to kill each other at our friend Caleb's birthday party, and we had these like all these pizza or La Rosa's boxes because we had pizza at the party. So we just we tore the boxes in half and like rolled them up like cardboard swords and just started like clubs. We just started beating each other with them, and we would use like pillow cushions as shields. Well, I found a slingshot in Caleb's room. And they were shooting like pennies and stuff, so it wasn't that bad, but it still hurt.
Yeah.
And then I found a nickel. I was like, "Where's Jordan?" And me and Wesley like hunted Jordan for like 20 minutes, and then Wesley beat him to the ground with 2 clubs. And Jordan was covering himself up with a pillow, and I just went whop, and I shot him right in the knee, and it was instantly a big bloody mark. On
Oh
his
my
knee.
god, that's
It was
awesome.
insane.
How far back did you pull it?
I was like back. I was pulling it back to my shoulder.
Oh my god,
I
really?
just let it fly.
Speaking
You're lucky you
of
didn't hit him
violent-
in the nuts.
Dude, if you'd hit him, it might have exploded like the Death
I
Star.
also felt bad because I hammered Wesley that night.
Oh.
Like what happened?
That was
me
like-
and, me and our friend Walker. Like I swung and he swung and we hit fists and we swung really hard, dude. I thought I broke my hand for like a whole 2 days
Yeah,
afterwards.
let me tell this.
And then freaking.
So I jump in the middle, and Caleb and our friend Noah are coming around. So I jump in the middle, and I'm fighting Caleb and Noah, and Caleb are just beating the crap out of me. And then Trevor comes out of nowhere, and I turn and look at him, and he just hammer fists my arm multiple times. Like, boom, 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 boom.
I pulled out my 2 things and I hit him as hard as I could with them like 7 times because I was so mad.
And at that point, I just
Walker
stopped
hit my
fighting.
hand,
I was so
and he
tired.
just walked away. He was just like boom, boom, boom. I was still hitting him as he left, dude. And then I felt really bad because he was like, "I can't feel my arms."
That's
And I was
pretty
just like,
great.
yeah.
Speaking of violent wrestling stories at Caleb's house.
After this, do
You
you guys
were
want to
here-
get into some more news stuff?
I hear
'Cause-
Yeah.
Okay.
But you weren't here for this one. We were all wrestling in his family room. It was like me, his dad, Caleb, and
Griffin.
Griffin was there, and Griffin's dad. And we're all just like wrestling in his family room. And Caleb, I jump on Phil's back, and I'm like on his back like this. And while I'm on his back, Caleb comes running at him, and Phil just sidesteps and puts his foot out and trips him. And Caleb goes flying into their TV, and the TV just goes, and it like, he hits it, and it like rocks back, hits the wall, and comes back forward. And Phil catches the TV. I'm still holding onto his back, and Caleb like holding his head on the ground like this. And then we're all like, yeah, we should stop. Hey, Caleb went out and played video games the rest of the night.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Didn't you guys come home from a party that night? So Phil and Jeremy were probably smashed.
Oh yeah, they were. Yes.
Oh my god.
They were.
They always are after parties and stuff. Dude, you've never seen Jordan's dad whenever he's been drinking. That's pretty funny.
Why?
Because he just yells all the time. And then, dude, nobody knows about this because only me and Jordan were there, but we went, whenever me and Jordan were in, like, 3rd through, like, 5th grade.
Well, now everybody's gonna know it, so be careful.
Best friends. It's not that, it's not
Okay.
a deal. We used to hang out, like, all the time. I used to spend the night at his house, like, every weekend, like I do here now. And we went to, I can't remember, I don't know the guy's name whose house we went to, but I know it was Jordan's, like, friend, but they're kind of considered cousins because, you know, they're always with each other and all that. But their names are like Cooper and Gage or whatever. Their names are Cooper and Gage, and, like, we all came out in the family room because they were all drunk and playing poker, and we got out a bunch of Nerf guns and started just nailing the adults with them. And then Jake, Jordan's dad, walks in and goes, "I'm killing all of you!" And we started to run, and he would just, like, tackle us down on the floor and, like, throw us into the furniture and stuff. Dude,
Oh my god.
in a headlock, and he was like, "Turn up, you little bitch!" And I was like, "Ah!" He was smacking him in the arm, and he would let him go. He'd grab Cooper by the legs and pull him to the ground.
Oh my god.
He was insane. It was hilarious, though. And then, like, because we wanted to spend the night there, we all went in there and pretended to sleep. And then Jake picked me and Jordan up in his arms and carried us out to the van and threw us in the back and just drove off.
What?
I mean, he didn't drive off, his wife did.
That doesn't change the fact. Why? What?
Where'd you go?
Yeah.
Back to his house!
Oh.
Where were you at?
We were at Cooper
Prison.
Gage's
Oh,
house.
okay.
Oh my god. I did that once. I was hanging out with my good
He
friend
got
at the time,
drunk
PJ.
and fought little kids, too.
No, dude. This is even worse.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. Were you guys ever hanging out with a friend who had like an older sister that was like way older than you were?
Yes.
Okay, so at this time, like, Wesley.
No, my sister's not. Wait, don't wink at me.
Why?
Shut up.
I only do that to get under his skin because everybody else does.
So my friend PJ and I, he has this older sister named Meg, and she's like, dude, she's old now. She might be like 7 years older than I was, and we were like
She
7.
might be like 7.
No, she's not 7 years older than us. We were like 7 at the time, so she must have been like 14 or like an angsty 15-year-old. So she was like asleep in bed, and PJ and I snuck into her room, and we had this one Nerf dart, and she was like, we were like, is she asleep? And he goes, yeah. So what I did was, I like stuck the Nerf dart in the little hole, and I shot it at her, and it hit her on the shoulder, and she jumped up like lightning, and chased us down like a deer, because she wasn't asleep. She had heard us the whole time. And she chases down PJ, and picks him up, and throws, and PJ was like a bigger kid too, so like, I don't know where the strength came from.
Alright, I have a story, and then we need to get back on topic.
Exploded on the couch.
Okay, so I was like 6 or 7, and I had a really bad nightmare.
Mir.
Nightmare?
Shut
What do you want me
up,
to
Danny.
say?
Just keep telling
Okay,
me.
so I go down to my mom's room because I was like, really scared, and I kind of walk into my mom's room, and she's sleeping, my dad's sleeping, and my dad had, the sleep number beds, and he puts his in a really low setting, like, so it's dipping down, and, so I go to wake my mom up, I'm like, Mom, get up, and I tap her on the forehead, and she like opens her eyes and starts screaming.
Dude,
She's like, and I'm like, and my dad wakes up and goes, and he's like, he has a low setting, so he's flailing on, and he's already a bigger dude, has like a round belly, so he's like going crazy and like swinging arms, hits my mom in the face a couple times. My mom's like freaking out, rolls off the bed. I jump into the bed, go under the covers, and my dad's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, and we were all just screaming for like 5 minutes, and then finally they're like, and a bunch of heavy breathing, and then I was like, I'm in here for a nightmare.
This one's short, okay? One time, my dad.
We've been talking for 30 minutes about stories.
My mom, or my dad told me this story one time. He was telling it to everybody at dinner. And freaking, he was like, so sometimes your mom has like these nightmares where like she'll just like whimper in her sleep, and I know she's having a bad dream, so I'll just like tap her on the shoulder to wake her up. And she'll be like, oh, like she'll be whimpering something.
Yeah.
And he doesn't ever understand what it's like. And then like, he leans over one time, and she's like, so he taps her on the shoulder and goes, wake up, and she she rolled over and went, and screamed, oh my god, screamed in his face super loud, and he went, you're gonna wake up the baby, and it was hilarious.
Oh no! Oh my god! Leslie's face! He was drinking Mountain Dew and it just exploded all over.
Then you go get a napkin. Oh my god, okay.
Okay,
I thought you were better than this.
Wesley, you might want to wipe off your phone before you go anywhere else, stupid. Okay, I have a story even though Wesley's going upstairs.
Alright, cool, go ahead and tell us what Wesley's.
Okay, it relates to the waking people up while they're sleeping thing,
I
right?
hate that.
Alright, remember my door hook story? This is in the same house, right?
Oh my god.
What? Alright,
Door
what?
hooks woke me
If
up
you're a
last
fan
night.
of the podcast or a new person here, go to the first episode and skip around until you find the door hook story. It is a gem.
Okay, but this one actually has a point, okay? Alright, this was the same... Alright, listen.
Did the
This was
last one?
This one... Okay, I thought I heard a phone noise. I'm like, okay, this is in the same house as that one. Well, I woke up and I was having nightmares because, apparently that house was plagued with demons or something. And okay, shh. Okay, but I freaking...
Oh god, go watch
Alright.
the first podcast.
Whenever I had nightmares, I'd go up to my mom's room, right? And I'd be like, Mom, I had a nightmare. And she'd be like, oh, cool, get in the bed with me, right? And,
Come on, baby.
but, she'd always do that. It was nice. It was nice having a little bit of comfort as a child. The other night when I was at my mom's, right?
Okay.
Christopher, he wakes up crying, and he's like whimpering a little bit, and I hear him get up and walk into the other room. He goes, Mommy, Mommy, Mommy. What? I had a nightmare. go in there and go the fuck back to sleep.
Oh my god.
And then my stepdad wakes up and he's like, Christopher, I've got to get up early in the morning. Go back the fuck to sleep. Oh my god. You just crushed that little boy.
How old was Christopher?
This was 2 days ago. Oh my god.
Oh my!
It seemed like this is over the weekend. He's just like, go the fuck back to sleep, and Christopher's like bawling his fucking eyes out. I'm like,
oh my god!
I almost cried because I felt so bad.
Dude, that might be the funniest thing I've heard all day.
When was it? This was 2 days ago.
I take that
over the
back,
weekend.
Sam's story about how he was getting his ass beat by Bronson.
Yo, dude, Branson's beat by
Bronson's beat my
Bronson, who beat says that?
Oh my god. Oh, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into the Attack on Titan news now that we've told stories
it's
forever.
so disappointing.
Alright, so anyone who's a fan of the Attack on Titan series, if you're a weeaboo or edgy or just want to see what all the fuss was about with it, it was a really, really rad anime, right? And so it came out in 2000. It came out
2011, I think.
2 years ago. It came out like 3 years ago.
No,
It was like 2013.
I will Google it if you're super
I don't
sorry.
really care. Okay, shut up. Anyways, it's about big people, big naked people, eating tiny people that are like ninjas that fly around. Okay, continue.
It sounds ridiculous. Go watch it. It's super great. Anyway, so like the first season came out, and the first season's like 25 episodes long, and it left off on a huge cliffhanger. But the animation studio said, "Hey, after they print more of the comic books, the manga, then we'll go and we'll make more of the show." So now they have enough story material to do it, and it's been 3 years we've been waiting for the next season,
and
right?
they would always tease us. Like, they'd be like, oh, it's coming out January 2016. It'll be here. We promise. We even have a release date for you. January 17th or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh yeah, sorry guys. How about next year?
Yeah, they would do this constantly, but this year we finally got a confirmation date. They said it'll be in June. June is when it's coming. And then they dropped another bombshell where they said that it would not be coming until January of 2017.
So basically, I'm gonna go home, slit my wrists, and fill my body with pesticides.
I don't
And
even...
bleach.
Why would a show do that, though? Like, if it were something like
They just don't want to, like, stop selling their first season.
I think that's what it is, too, because if it were a show like Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones
There'd
or
be
something...
riots.
Yeah, dude, because, like, you can't just wait 3 years to produce the next
People
season
would
of
die.
something.
I feel like there's not enough weeaboos in America to go get... No, actually, I take that back. There's plenty.
You know, you want to know how many people that are weeaboos in America and they moved to Japan?
What? No, really?
There's a
They
lot.
ruin their lives. Where are the subtitles?
They moved to Japan. Where are all the swords and cool
I've
people?
been learning Japanese on Rosetta Stone for like 5 weeks now.
I bet like a bunch of weeaboo
That's
people.
like,
My
oh,
favorite anime consists of Toy Story, Cory in the House, airplane instruction videos from the 80s, you know, Seinfeld. They all like the same shit, I get it.
dude, I'm a weeaboo for Germany though. Like I have an unhealthy.
You're a
Say so.
I've got like an unhealthy obsession with like the German culture. Aside from World War II, that is one thing I didn't like.
Sauerkraut, Holocaust.
Sauerkraut.
Dude, I don't actually like sauerkraut. I don't even know.
It wasn't half bad at
I don't like it
Disney.
either.
Oh yeah,
Disney.
we went to Disney and ate some sauerkraut. That moment when you realized we had a podcast we were supposed to post about Disney and then we didn't.
We recorded it
Yeah.
in
Also,
Florida.
we've got to address that right now. We are terribly sorry for not posting for 2 or 3 weeks.
It's on a laptop somewhere.
We put out an update video. We'll have gaming up. We won't.
It's been 2 weeks since that video.
Alright, I want some explanation of that. Sam and I tried to record it, and
The audio.
yeah, we had the video for it, but the audio didn't work. And Sam got so furious, he turned off the whole computer, put in Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace, and sat down and watched it.
I was,
He just like kind of sadly nodded his head and went, "That's what happened."
however, if you guys are actually listening to this 34 minutes in, we will have footage up by Monday.
Of what game?
We're gonna record tonight.
Remember, it's supposed to be a surprise.
Oh, right.
Shark bait! Hoo-ha-ha!
Yes, he picked up on it.
Vibes Bruce!
Face off
I knew my father! The knives, Bruce.
Did everyone bring their fish friend today? I brought one, but
Just placed my
Don't worry, I have two. You can have one.
Dude, Finding
Thanks.
Dory comes out this year.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
I can't wait for Incredibles too.
I feel like Finding Nemo didn't need a sequel, but I feel like The Incredibles did. I feel
with the what's his name, the excavator.
the Underminer.
Yeah.
I'm the Underminer.
I bet he's gonna like destroy jokes in the making.
You know what would be really, really cool though, if like The Incredibles, like, because if they would have made more movies that they could have like made comic books or whatever, and like people could have read.
Dude, people would have bought those.
Dude, I bet Incredible comic
I
books
would
would have
have.
been great.
I mean, I probably wouldn't have, but I'm saying I would.
They had like a pretty decent universe set up too, where they talked about all the different superheroes in the movie. I kind of wanted to know more about them.
Have you guys read the Walking Dead comics?
No,
I've read some of them.
my girlfriend Taylor reads all the Walking Dead books.
The person I'm talking to also does.
And
Oh. When someone.
Sam's not Sam. Wesley's car.
My reflection show who I am inside.
You okay there, buddy?
I'm gonna have to reduce it.
Wake me up.
Wake me up and can't wake up.
Wake me up and
Save me!
that one too.
Okay, well, sorry for your ears.
Oh my God,
I feel glad. And since we're talking about movies, Captain America: Civil War,
Dude.
Pool Dead.
huh?
Deadpool.
Captain Civil War was definitely better than Deadpool.
Yes, it was.
But
You
like,
haven't seen it yet, Wesley, but like, it's such a good movie.
You will.
And I'm sorry that Sam ruined it for you. Not you.
What?
Sam.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Wait, the same that was in the theater?
Yes.
Wait,
You were in
Sam,
the theater.
Sam, can you
No,
do,
the
here, I'm gonna do a quick Google search and see what the budget on Civil War was.
It was, I think it was in the billions, maybe.
They did not have a $1 billion budget.
They had an output of billion, my bad.
Really?
I
It was
feel
over
like
a billion.
my mouth.
I do believe it was over $1 billion.
I think you might be.
By the way, Deadpool had like $58 million budget, and they made like 780, so that's a 13 times profit. So the next
Deadpool was so hyped, and it was a really good movie too.
the next Deadpool movie is going to be great.
There
I
was
can
the
bet you
next
there's.
Deadpool movie.
They're getting fucking cable.
I guarantee you there's gonna be freaking.
Why wouldn't there be?
There's gonna be more. There's gonna be a lot more X-Men. I bet. I mean, $780 million.
Now that they can afford more than two.
Yeah.
58 million.
I want to watch all the X-Men.
And one was
because
completely
they get really
animated.
Confusing.
Yeah, dude. Watching. Have you ever just like picked up an X-Men movie and not known which one it was and watched it and been like, this is.
Everybody
Oh,
shits on it, but I like.
the movies, but I'd like to watch
I don't
them.
understand it. Like, most of the time it's like, oh man, we're mutants that save people, and everyone's like, oh my god, mutant cancer, and then they're just like, get out of my house, and then they go blow up the X-Men's house again and again and again and again.
Okay, so Civil War cost a reported $250 million to make, and thus far has raked in $178 million. But I think this was like,
Oh.
That's out. That's an outdated.
yeah, this is outdated, I think. But
Look up box office. Captain. You can't type in Avengers because it will not give you accurate results.
box office. Oh, here I'm just gonna look at the prediction because like,
I can't remember where I put my fucking shoes.
what?
Where am I?
Oh my God! Please tell the story about how you lost your shoes on the bus.
Dude, I was so mad. I told my mom I broke my slides because I didn't want to tell her I lost them.
Wait, you never found them?
No!
Dude, I brought one shoe home from Disney World, and it was my
wasn't even
dad's.
On the bus, okay, I always wore these slides on the bus because I didn't want to have to look for gym shoes to put on every time I got on and off of this bus on our way to Disney because how long was our bus ride? 16 hours! Well, I put these slides on, and when I got back on, after we had left the hotel, poof! They're gone.
Got so much
No
soul.
idea where they went.
Well, I mean, I didn't get the prediction for Civil War, but I got the prediction for Suicide Squad.
What was that?
It's supposed to gross like $750 million.
It probably will.
So the gross of
Are we hyped for that?
the same edgy.
I don't know.
I'm hyped for it.
I'll be honest with you.
I'm just
This.
hyped for the new Joker.
Dude, Jared Leto Joker, that everybody gives
Okay,
him a lot of
never
crap
mind.
for. What?
No, fuck you.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
You're
you.
a dick.
No,
What
go
are you
ahead.
talking about,
No.
Sammy?
No.
Okay, fine.
You looked straight at me, then you started talking over me. Fuck you.
Me?
No, him.
Oh, Trevor.
So he's taking it out on you.
Ugh.
No,
Alright.
because Noah can't Google correctly. Captain America, Civil War. Really? It was that low?
What was
That's how much it made?
366.5 million?
That's how much it cost to make it, or that's how much it's made?
That's how much it put out.
So that's barely any profit compared to how much.
I mean, yet.
It's not gonna make that much more, I don't think. Unless people go and see it again.
That is a B I'm pressing, faggot.
It's only been out for like a week though. Everybody I know is going to see it this week because
Yeah, all the tennis
because
players were like, we gotta see it this weekend. And
a lot.
too, actually.
I think
Saturday.
Go with them.
I think a lot of people. I think a lot of it is like they don't want to go and see it the first day because then you got to get there like 45 minutes early to find a seat.
We didn't really. We got there like right on time. Or not. Well, we got there like.
No, we got there pretty early.
15 minutes early.
I went there on a Saturday night with Nick and Brad, and we went
Was
there.
that for Batman vs Superman?
No, that was a different time. We went and saw that, and that had a big theater crowd, and there was like, my biggest problem with that movie was, so we went to go see Captain America: Civil War, right?
That's
And
my foot.
after like the first hour, it was super slow the first hour, but it eventually like picked up, and it was super great. And like the audience was having fun, and people were laughing at the jokes. It was great. It's a super. Every Marvel movie's fun. I love seeing it with an audience because people laugh and joke at all the stupid stuff that happens in the Marvel movies.
The Ant-Man thing.
Yeah, dude. But
No one got
there's a
it.
story behind that. But in Batman vs Superman, the theater was like dead silent the whole time. Like there was like nobody. Everybody just seemed to be like, it's a movie. Nobody was like laughing or like laughing at all the punches or whatever. Like Batman.
No one was laughing at Lex Luthor.
Yeah, except for maybe Lex Luthor laughing at himself.
So, DC or Marvel?
Huh? Marvel.
Marvel.
I don't know.
I don't know. DC has some good characters.
DC has some good characters and some good stories.
DC doesn't put anything out.
Yeah, maybe I'm
Marvel's
just
like,
maybe I'm just super misinformed on this because like I'm not big into comic books, but the medium that you can get into them from is like movies and video games or whatever. And I think for someone like me who's not been super into comic books, when they have the movies and the movies are done really well, they do a really good job of introducing people who aren't into comic books into the universe and say, "Hey, I want to go out and read these." So I like Marvel better, but that's just because they do their movies. They're not animated movies super well, and
Also
they're
consistent.
Oh, dude,
And
you
they're
know
consistent.
who really knows their stuff about superheroes?
Who?
Cancer.
Can we change the subject? Because we gotta like cut out like 5 minutes from here on out.
Yeah.
I'm still dying. So what did everybody think of Deadpool? Trevor and Wesley watched Deadpool
Dude,
for the first time because
the
their parents
first
wouldn't let
time-
me go see it. Them see it, not me. I saw it.
I saw it.
I saw it on Valentine's Day
It was,
weekend. What
it,
up?
I
I
did too.
thought it was really good. It was really funny. And the Stan Lee cameo.
Oh my god.
priceless.
So good.
You can't buy love, but you can rent it for 3 minutes. That's
It
great.
was good. What did you think?
I liked his blind black sidekick.
I think she's in love with him.
God, I
she's
miss
like
cocaine.
she's like the Robin of Batman or whatever, but she's black and blind.
And old.
Wait, was that actually dialogue in the movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, she's like my side. She's like she's the Robin of my Batman, only black and old and,
And I think
blind.
she's in love with me.
Robin was in love with Batman, so it's okay. Let's
Oh,
just fast forward. You weren't supposed to see that. Let's rewind a little bit.
dude, Deadpool. But yeah, Civil War was a lot better than Deadpool.
It was after it picked up. In the beginning, I was hating.
Yeah, no spoilers. It's a little slow in the beginning because like they're building. It's very serious because they're
It's a
kind
lot
of
of politics.
yeah they're trying to build the suspense between like why the superheroes would be fighting each other and why they need to be kept in check. But that's not a big.
And then a certain person gets up off a bench, walks away, and comes back, and all of a
Doesn't
sudden
even
he
make sense
murders
why they're
you.
fighting, because like none of them are gonna die. They're all superheroes.
What? Haha,
seriously?
superheroes die all the time. If you
Like none of them are gonna die though.
I really want to talk about a spoiler-sensitive subject, but
okay, so
You're on
so if you haven't seen the movie yet, go ahead and stop the video now, and we're gonna put a link in the description that says, "Hey, this is where this a timestamp for when it's not a spoiler-free zone." So go ahead and
it'll probably be about 4 minutes from now because we're at like 46 minutes. Okay, so the part where what was?
Whoa, hold on.
What?
Spoiler starting now. Stop the video. Okay, Sam, go.
All right, so when freaking what was the scientist guy's name that like he freed what was his name? Bucky.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
Alright,
dude,
well-
this guy. Oh, he-
Or he's sitting behind that thing and he's
Question,
like,
shall
this
we-
room is specifically designed against
Hey.
nuclear.
Since I haven't seen the movie, should I like
is this a big spoiler?
bounce?
This is a big well, no, actually it's not. It's fine. But he is like, blah, 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 blah,
We just
blah.
lied to our audience.
No, it's still a little bit of a spoiler. He's like, this room is designed against this, and now I'm going to turn you against each other. He says it. He's like, I am going to turn you against each other. And then he plays a video. I won't say what the video shows.
But
just for everybody's sake.
It pisses Iron Man off.
It pisses Iron Man off so bad. And he's just like...
He's like,
what?
I'm going to kill you now, Bucky. And he proceeds to murder Bucky.
And he tries to murder Bucky. And Captain America's like, no!
He's like, he's my friend. Shield!
And like... My gripe with this is, he's like, I'm going to turn you against you. Here's something to turn you against each other. Press play.
Turn you against each other.
Okay.
And then,
watch the video.
Yeah, he's like, okay. He is like, wow, I am really mad at you right now, even though this is exactly what the antagonist of this movie wants you to do.
Yeah, but in the Avengers movie, Captain America and Iron Man always had a tension between them.
Did they?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the other
You haven't
Avengers
seen
movies.
the, like, original Avengers
Oh, dude, you gotta go back and watch them. That's pretty great, though, for someone who, like, just jumped in the Marvel Universe. You can catch on to that. But a thing that I want to talk about is, this isn't super spoiler heavy, but anybody who's seen the Avengers movies, you know that Bucky's, like, got this programming or whatever where he has to, like...
Can't help it.
Yeah, he can't help it, and he goes out and kills people. And so there's this part where, like, Tony Stark's fighting him, and he looks at him, and he's like, do you even remember the people you've killed or whatever? And he's like, I remember all of them. And I thought about that, and I was like, dang, dude, because, like, he remembers everybody's killed.
Yeah.
That must suck, too, because, like, he can remember killing them, but, like, it's not under... He can't do it, like, he can't control himself.
Alright, so are we still... Well, wait, what are thoughts on New Spider-Man, by the way?
He's no Tobey Maguire.
They continue getting younger and younger. I feel like next time it's just going to be a fetus with a mask. Spider-Boob, he's like breastfeeding, and he's like...
Flies away.
No, he breastfeeds and then he spits it out and it's a web. It's like...
I think might like this one better than Tobey Maguire.
Really?
Go back and watch the old Spider-Man movies, dude.
You don't like those really gross faces he makes where he's like...
Wait.
I thought they couldn't be topped, but I watched The Amazing Spider-Man, and then I went back and watched the Tobey Maguire ones. Those nostalgia goggles wear off, dude.
Okay,
The
so
Amazing... That one,
my
that
opinion-
scene sucked.
my opinion on this is that Tobey Maguire made a better Peter Parker, but in The Amazing Spider-Man, the actor that played Spider-Man made a better Spider-Man.
That's very true. I think a lot of people agree
I
with
think
that.
that's what I'm hooked on.
Except for that one part in
And I
Spider-Man
personally
3.
like the Peter Parker better, so I like Tobey Maguire.
In Spider-Man 3 when, who is it? Oh my god.
The guy-
MJ. No, it's MJ. Like, I think it's like something with MJ. She, like, leaves Peter or some shit like that. And he goes out to a club and he's making all these weird-ass faces the entire
Yeah.
5
Oh,
minutes.
yeah.
And then he, like, starts, like, he, like, buys that suit and he's, like,
guess what
dancing.
movie I brought with me?
What?
Spider-Man 3.
What? Really?
You're
It's
shit.
in my bag.
You're shitting me.
No. I can bring it next time, though.
Oh, my God.
I
What?
know. I have it on hand, though.
The first
all
one's my
time.
favorite.
I have it on hand at all
Because,
times.
Dude, the first one's such a good movie.
Where'd you get that from? Nowhere.
I think we need a new movie with Venom in it. Because Spider-Man 3 was kind of disappointing.
I heard that... I saw something the other day. It was like, Venom was based off of this. And it was like something... What was it?
In Spider-Man 3 is that one with Sandman.
Yeah, Sandman.
Yeah.
Venom, and the new-
Sandman was a really good villain.
And was it... Did they actually, like, say he was Green Goblin 2.0, or did they call him Hobgoblin? I don't remember. I haven't seen it forever. No, dude, Hobgoblin's a real villain, dude.
I know.
Yeah,
But still, it's funny.
It's pretty funny, though.
What bums me out in the Avengers movies? The fact that, like,
No
every,
one
like,
dies
super...
when it should.
Well, not that, but, like, because, like, the movies are kind of like their own universe now, and that's kind of been established. But, like, the fact that where, like, there's a huge villain or whatever, like Ultron or whatever, you would think that he would be super big and unstoppable, but they kill the villain in every episode, so it's like, oh, they're not that strong. I want a villain that's, like, reoccurring and they couldn't kill him.
Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Maybe?
Versus the Marvel Universe, what up?
Okay, stop. We have like 10 minutes left, right? Okay, so there's two different things that I want to talk about right now.
Okay.
Star Wars Dark Apprentice
Whew, Wesley, you gotta read it.
and Disney.
We can't talk about that. We can't talk about that yet.
Last
We have
5
to let
minutes.
him read it.
What?
Yeah.
Just talk about Disney. We can easily talk about that.
Alright, then we'll talk about Disney. Okay.
Next
Next
podcast.
time.
Next
The first thing we're talking about is that book because you will want to finish it by next time because it's such a good.
I've got it with me right now.
What is
It's in
it,
my
The
bag.
Dark Disciple or whatever?
Dark Disciple, not Dark
Yeah.
Apprentice, my bad.
Yeah,
It's so
Star Wars The Dark
It's
Disciple or
like,
whatever it is.
It's like the Clone Wars in a book, and it's
It's about Asajj Ventress and someone that you probably haven't heard of, Quinlan Voss.
It's like the story of Asajj Ventress after the Clone Wars, after Dooku tried to kill her, and it's pretty freaking great.
what
Isn't
they
she
do-
just a mercenary?
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
But
the thing
it's
is,
so
is
much
like,
more.
the Jedi Council, like this is in like the first 30 pages, they finally decide, okay, we need to use a little bit more darker methods to try to end this war quicker. We need to send someone to assassinate Dooku. Even though Dooku's like, I got all this power inside me, bitch.
And assassination's not the Jedi way.
Assassination is not the Jedi way. So they pick out a Jedi Master who's got a big old dong named Quinlan Voss.
Did they ever... Hold on.
They said that. They said that exactly. They said, we need someone.
A massive dick you have!
They pick this guy Quinlan Voss, and they send him to find Asajj Ventress and lie about his identity and try and gain her trust. And then he's like, okay, now I just gotta manipulate her into thinking that killing Dooku was her idea, and we need to go do it.
The only problem is, if you've watched the Clone Wars and you've seen Asajj Ventress and that, you have to completely wipe that image from your mind. You gotta think of her as hot. You have to, otherwise the book won't make sense.
Yeah, you have to just think.
You have to think that she's hot.
Hold on, maybe she was just hot to Quinlan Voss though, bro.
Maybe, but like, I don't know.
Oh,
Like,
spoilers.
It's not a spoiler.
it's not a spoiler. Like, in Clone
It's
Wars,
also
Obi-Wan
much better
Kenobi
than
flirts with her a
Yeah,
lot.
dude.
Yeah.
They banging?
No.
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 No. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Disney was so fun, dude.
Dude, I love Disney. I would go back to Disney 5 times. But like
No, you wouldn't. You can't afford that.
do you remember the
You
first
can't
day
afford
when Trevor not Trevor, Wesley walked out in his underwear on the balcony of our hotel and screams,
Screamed.
"Hello, Orlando!"
Dude, Jordan asked me about what went down in our room, and I was just like, you don't get to know. It's our secret.
Dude, Jordan hated. Apparently, Jordan got locked on the porch for an hour.
Yeah, I heard
His
about
underwear, too. Jermer went out there, pushed him down, took his shorts off, and came back in. They relocked the door.
Oh my god, that's
He was a
awesome.
good sport about it.
You guys locked me out, and I just rubbed my ass on the window, and eventually.
Dude,
let it
yeah.
back in.
Okay, we locked Wesley out, and he just, he flipped us off, then he turned around and pulled his underwear down and, rubbed his butt on the window. It was nice.
You know when you tried to moon us again in the hotel room and I smacked his butt with a lightsaber? By the way, we bought lightsabers at Disney. I gotta...
We already told him this. Oh, wait. That podcast never went up because we can't find it.
No, we know where it's at!
Shut up. We have to let
I'm not wasting my time editing.
Oh yeah, we lost that. That's gone.
It's gone forever. Oh, man. I can't just... We know where it is.
That means we can talk about the legend of orange soda.
Orange soda is the cutest thing on the planet.
Please tell them about orange soda.
Parfait is the most delicious thing on the whole damn planet. Donkey.
Donkey.
Okay, so, in Epcot... No, it wasn't Epcot. It was Hollywood Studios.
Our last day.
Hollywood Studios is basically the Star Wars land. This was our last day of our trip, you know. We're almost exhausted on funds, except for Trevor, because he's constantly got $400 frickin' on hand.
Dude, I spent my money smart.
But I did too. I had $100 all the way up until the
Did I
last
tell you
day.
about that?
Yeah.
I got free ice cream for being from Ohio.
Yeah.
And
No, just from Ohio. Like, we walked up and we were like, yeah, we're from
we were
Ohio.
talking to this lady, and right before I was like, wait, we were all going to get soft serve, and I was like, nah, I want one of these things instead. And she was like, I was like, how much is it? $4? And she went, OH! And I went, IO! And then she's like, this one's I'll make it today. And then she gave me the ice cream.
And then I went and got one. And then someone else went and got one. And then Claudia went up and tried to get one, and she was like...
She was like, I'm from Ohio, and she's like, oh, cool, that'll be $4.
Anyways.
I think that that person realized what she'd done after just like, everybody from Ohio, it's free ice cream!
Anyways. In Star Wars Land, they have a Tatooine shop. And you can make your own lightsabers in there. We all did. We all made a bunch of lightsabers.
I made 2 there.
I made 2.
Well, I made...
Technically 2.
4.
What?
There's technically...
Darth Maul's counts as 2.
I know, that's what I was saying.
And then I got an Obi-Wan, and then that custom. But, anyways, inside of there, they also had a little create your own droid thing. I'm like, oh, bro, sweet, that'll be cool. And I'm like looking around, I'm trying to be, stupid. I was like looking for R2-D2 parts, and I guess that people had came in there and just stolen all of them because there was not a single piece of R2-D2 lying around in there. I'm like, And I see a bunch of pieces. It's basically R2-D2, but it's orange. And I'm like, oh,
It's orange and white, and it's got a little hat. It's
yeah.
fucking adorable.
Yeah, I gave him a little Admiral Hux hat, and I'm like, there we go. And I put him in the box, and I label it orange soda. And I'm like looking at him like, this thing's fucking cute.
Tell the viewers what you were going to name it.
Man, what was it?
R2 Adolf.
Oh yeah, R2 Adolf.
Because he had a Nazi-looking hat on.
Oh my
I
god, it's
also
great.
made one. It was like a darker blue version of R2-D2.
Yeah.
I named,
And it had a
top
little
hat.
triangle thing
Yeah,
as
with
the
top hat,
eyepiece.
and I named it Cleveland.
Dude, made one with a Santa hat.
Oh yeah.
Dude, we dissected pigs at school and we named ours Cleveland, and then I broke his neck and chopped his head off.
That's
True story.
wonderful.
I broke a scalpel trying to cut through his spine. And then I was like, you know what? Snap! And then I used the scissors to snip it off, and then I cut his brain open.
Oh my
And
god.
then I spooned it out onto the tray, and Wesley almost threw up.
Alright. We are in the last 3 minutes.
Dude, we didn't even talk about the new Pokemon starters.
It'll be okay.
They're all gross except for Owlet.
Yeah,
Or Rowlet.
yeah, that's it. Cool, we've talked about the Pokemon starter.
It's the grass type, and it's the cutest thing ever.
I don't understand, like, because you would think that they would go through and be like, hey, these are things that people would want to choose. But they make the owl look so much cooler. They make the cat look super dopey, and the water one look super dopey. So I don't know, like, it's like, do you...
I'm going cool over everything.
Yeah, me too. Owlet's for me.
Rowlet. There's an R.
Oh, Rowlet?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I didn't really care.
Owlet's an actual... Owlet is an actual word, so they can't use it.
Yeah, they have
Anyways,
something in there.
boy, we have got 2 minutes left and we need to do the thing. Oh!
Hey,
Anyways.
it's that boy. Oh shit, what up? He be rolling down the street. He be rolling to the beat.
Stop. But anyways, we have been gone for 2 weeks, and well, we're trying to pick up our ass because we haven't been doing anything.
Because it's
So
falling down.
falling, but
London ass is falling down.
anyways, we are going to try to have a lot of content up continually for the rest of our lives. Okay.
Landed
Or until
pathetically.
like, it quits being fun.
Or you guys stop watching it
Or until we've made enough money to live. No, I'm kidding.
until Wesley leaves.
Until Wesley dies of pancreatic cancer,
Or
which he has.
Let's start doing embarrassing public videos, because I'll do anything.
Why not?
Oh yeah.
Why
I can-
Oh, no, we don't want to do the face reveal yet, though.
Let's hate it.
I don't give a
We'll
crap.
just, no, we can go out and record like clips and then just add them all in for our face reveal compilation.
I still want to figure out how we got 242 views on the first one, even though we don't know 242 people collectively.
That is I think I only know about 50 people collectively.
I only know 4.
I know a lot of people.
They're all
but I didn't
sitting
tell
here.
anybody.
And the three
You're
of us
one
are in
of
the
them.
room and Ava's upstairs.
I have no friends who loo.
Also, for anybody that's complaining that these are an hour long, it's a podcast. Get over it.
Finally! Thank you, Sammy.
Gameplay will be shorter, so just quit your
Yeah, just,
attention.
if you like our voices that much, you can just watch gameplay. They're going to be 10 minutes long.
We
15.
might put gameplay
Maybe.
behind these sometimes, but that's on a good day.
That's on a good day.
That's on.
That means we have to record like a video game
I
for
don't
a
know
whole hour.
I don't know if I
we
feel
need to
like...
close it.
Oh, right. Hold on. What time are we at?
We are at 20 seconds. Nope, 10. 10
Alright,
seconds.
We're over. We're gonna go over. It doesn't matter.
Alright, cool. Well, we thank you all for listening to the podcast, and this concludes this week's Counselor Bros podcast.
Hey, that's Trevor. See you later.
If you like us, go ahead and subscribe to us, and share us with your friends.
Please share
Comments
us.
for suggestions on what games we should play. We want to pertain to you.
Also, we want to hear your questions so we can answer them on the podcast.
Exactly.
If you don't comment, I'm going to
Because we run out of stuff to talk
If
about,
you don't comment, we're gonna kill Wesley. We're not gonna kill ourselves.
and we'll
Good
put it
point.
on YouTube.
But no, we won't.
No, that's a federal crime.
It's a federal crime to kill him!
I'm more worried about getting a strike.
On what?
A channel.
My permanent record!
Oh my god. Okay, Wesley, do you have anything to say before we go?
No,
You're gonna duct tape yourself to the wall, aren't you?
maybe.
I remember we did that with this one teacher, and then like somebody like threw like one of those whipped cream pies at her. It's great.
Okay, well, this is the Council of Bros signing off. Love y'all.
I love you all.